Oh. Hmm. Are we on? Live? Yeah. Hello, hello. It is Equinox Eterna. I am, as always, very sleepy. And I need to keep reading this chapter because I could have just lay on my bed and read it without streaming it, but if I want to keep progressing, then I have to at least do it for a bit. So I've been doing the icebreaker games with a friend, with a buddy, with a pal, and I'm almost at maximum. Yeah, and the medals. What is it? Icebreaker. There's only 2 medals that I need. Well, I need to trim this. I need 11 titles. I play football, the 20 waves, and the expert TV. And do the expert. That's all. I'll try to do it tomorrow. But yeah, Absolved will be no. What am I talking about? This. Oh, this and those are just do the stage. The Dissociative Recombination. Which got Alana? I think it's Alana. Sadly, I didn't get Alana. Well, let's keep going. I already did this one. What was this one? Oh, Originate Prime. Nice. Let's go. Yeah. Brink of the Abyss. Directly, just a stage. Okay. Self-destructs when enters overhead in nearby, dealing heavy arts damage to surrounding units. Wait. I already fucked up. Okay. Okay. I know. And Telekinesis still has the 3, right? Yeah. Hell. Yep. Amazing. Simply amazing. There is nothing new more than the drones, the self-destructive drones. So. Well. Pretty easy.
Mission accomplished.
Preston! Closure. I have the right to refuse the data model inspections and upgrades you are proposing. I will not be treated like Thermolex and Lancet 2. You know very well that I am different from my colleagues. I don't know why, but I don't like this closure design. I prefer the guy, the Sugoi the guy, big long shirt, the one from the Victoria arc. But and the face looks a little uncanny. Or it's only me. It's probably only me. Haha, relax. I'm not trying to trick you into a model upgrade this time. Then please restore the power supply to my mobility module. Restricting a respected scholar's personal freedom is really unbecoming behavior. Take a look at the expression doodle on my faceplate. It indicates how I feel. Angry. This won't take too much time. Just this night is already lined up waiting at the entrance. Mr. Freestone, I guarantee this maintenance will be quick. Alright, there we are. You have blocked me from accessing PRTS data? Blocked you? No, I just disconnected you from PRTS. To be more precise, I physically removed your reception module. It looks like that went well enough. I thought there would be some irreparable failures. But you just did that without any sort of planning? Well, how do you feel now, Mr. Freestone? I recorded an experiment. You violated protocol, and I'll be discussing your negligence with Calcit shortly. Not to mention your reckless disregard for my life. She'll hear about that too. Mr. Freestone, please do one more self-check, and to be certain you're not getting any transmissions from PRTS. They know. You should just be thankful that nothing went wrong. I checked, and I indeed cannot connect to PRTS any longer. It's like I have blurred vision. It's a very subtle feeling, and I don't like it one bit. Perfect. Huh? Now we can talk, Mr. Freestone. If I wanted to disconnect all the retrofitted operators platforms from PRTS, would there be a safer way to do that? I refuse to speculate about such dangerous work. That would be no different than killing all my precious colleagues. What if we had no other choice? Please tell me what might cause you to draw such a conclusion. Have you discovered something? Habilla! Closure, can you determine the root cause of the last few PRTS operation errors? The logs show that most of the errors were caused by human error, operational mistakes made by team members. This again? Either way, backup systems are being deployed as quickly as possible. The framework for independent terminal command system has been upgraded as per Calcit's suggestions. I have named it SUD. What? Temporary admin permissions have been given to the Doctor, Calcit, and Namia. And me, of course. A lot of the ideas I had when I first designed the system feel a bit outdated now. I really want to scrap it and start over, but Calcit shut down that application. We don't have much time left. Can we seamlessly switch to the new terminal command system? I'm still working on that. We still have no way to replace PRTS current role in Rhodes Island daily operations. Much of our medical data and resource allocation calculations still rely on PRTS. But the biggest issue I'm facing is how to construct a data center and energy hub reliable enough to support the new command system. Nothing comes close to what PRTS can do here. Even while handling the massive, high-precision computations Rhodes Island requires, it still has power to spare. Unfortunately, I still can't make sense of PRTS' underlying logic. Even SUD, which completely mimics its design, keeps throwing errors in weird places you wouldn't think of. What if we use Amnanam? Are you crazy, Amiya? Closure, I reviewed the comments you added to my report, and the theories you outlined in response. According to the castle office logs and experimental results, there is, at least in theory, a possibility that Amnanon could function as a data center and energy hub. But that's also extremely risky. But it's not like we haven't learned anything from all this. At least we verified that there is a possibility of using Amnanon for super long range communications and data transfers. I forgot to publish this on Twitter again! Yay! Because I'm an idiot. Give me a second. Where is the link? Will not read it itself. Okay. At least we verified that there is a possibility of using Amnanon for super long range communications and data transfers. Even though she'd been informed in advance, we suddenly was still freaked out when your greeting showed up out of nowhere. And the operators who went to assist Castle, have they settled in, alright? Everyone was surprised when they first got there. They assumed the city would be in worse shape. They found it. I'm going to use my tablet. They found their footing quickly, and when the time came for midnight and me to head back, it was hard to say goodbye to the new friends he'd made. Doctor, do we really have to keep sending people out to the various branch offices? I've never seen the ship as deserted as it is now. We have come to a mutual understanding, closure, frat boys. We are sending more personnel to the regional offices, partly to reduce the number of people at risk in the event of an accident aboard the ship, and partly to ensure those offices can respond more effectively when needed. I know that, of course. Wait, that was Nymph's sister. The HR chief? See, the HR. CEO is the word? No. The head of the CEO of HR. I'm just not used to having to say goodbye to friends all of a sudden. I don't know when it started, but my schedule is packed with farewell dinners now. Oh no, it was Calcit. When the risks aboard the ship are clear, it will be up to you to decide when the operators return. If everyone is here, then we'll start the meeting. Also, don't forget to delete the voice recordings and data logs from today. Wipe them from PRTS. From here on out, every decision we make will shape the future of Rhodes Island. We have reached a consensus. If we want to guarantee the safety of Rhodes Island people and assets, there are certain decisions we can't avoid any longer. Simplify the ship's structure. Yes, we need to segregate Rhodes Island important resources and help the personnel stationed on the ship settle in. This will help ease the concerns of those stationed on the ship, while also improving everyone's response time in the event of an emergency. But I still have some questions, Calcit. This means we'll have to dismantle the vast majority of the ship's structure. Dr. Calcit, do you accelerate Rhodes Island defense planning only because of PRTS recent irregularities? The recent irregularities have made one thing clear. PRTS is slowly spiraling out of control. And as time goes on, this will only accelerate. However, PRTS is only Rhodes Island terminal control system. If it's no longer in our control, then who is it taking orders from? You're worried about internal threats? I mean, yeah, that possibility has always existed. I trust you, Dr. Calcit. What a headache. What do you think, Doctor? I trust Calcit's judgment. She and I have already rehearsed hundreds of contingency plans. Okay, then what can I do, Calcit? You have already played a big role in the ship's construction. The mechanical structures connected to the different core areas have been almost completely replaced with cyclic hydrocarbon prefabricated materials over the past 5 years, which can support a certain degree of modular disassembly. A certain degree? The power system of the lower deck and the uppermost deck cannot be separated from now. When Rhodes Island was first excavated, the limitations of available technology and other constraints prevent us from restoring it to its ideal condition. It wasn't until 7 years ago, when Closure and I drafted the blueprints for the restoration, that we discovered it would be very hard to modify Rhodes Island's structure. I am pleasantly surprised that we have managed to do as much as we did. The catastrophe warning system and the medical center are particularly crucial modules. Both involve technologies that are not yet ready to be disclosed and are also the hardest to deploy. It's risky but well warranted. Leveraging Clemencia's and Gladia private channels, we won't even have to establish contact with the Aegir authorities. I can ensure this matter is handled discreetly and properly. This is after a Path of Life. I'm trying to do the timeline in my head because the whole Seaborn arc that is Undertides, Stratified Navies, and Path of Life, without counting, of course, Mizuki and Tekairul Arbor, are around the 1100, if I remember correctly. Because at least the Jessica's event is for New Year. If I'm remembering correctly, it's for New Year, or Lone Trail is for New Year. I don't know, but so those are on the 1100, and this one is on 1101. Or that I'm trying to remember. And calcit is mentioned at least on the Sui histories. So, and those are in are post 1101, if I remember. If my brain isn't failing me. No, I can ensure this matter is handled discreetly and properly. We might even be able to conduct technology transfers. I reckon that would make Warfarin happy. That is the path I believe we should take, Doctor. Aegir, looking at all of the factors, this is the best choice we can make. I will personally communicate with the Inquisition and Aegir personnel to ensure the safe arrival of our own personnel and assets. So the three options were Columbia, Aegir, and Londinium, aka Victoria. Because we have after being a major force in both fighting and procuring help to the people in Londinium, in the War of Londinium, and after that being like the counselor, kind of, for like the place where not the Queen, the Speaker of the Parliament, Bina Victoria, was hiding. So they have enough leverage to handle the things with. Oh, okay, yeah, but the other thing that I read the spoilers for. And so Aegir is part of the ones providing technology, and Columbia, they are also providing technology with especially Zarya and Silence, who are not just in technology but also in medical advancements. So it's mostly Victorian infrastructure Well, structure in general, and a mix of Aegir and Columbia Tech. Mm, Most of our patients have now been temporarily placed in treatment facilities in various offices along with reinforcements. All that is left is for the remaining patients to be transferred to Aegir once the medical center is operational again. Leave this matter to me. The super vehicle for long-distance patient transport is already prepped and ready to go. As for the transfer arrangements for logistics and engineering, I talked it over with my people and everyone was enthusiastic about temporarily moving to Castle. Huh. Many of them are old friends who stuck with us back then, and returning to Castle means a lot to them. Yes, I talked to Wizardel before leaving Castle. Babel will, I think, personally to escort both our people and our key assets through the entire journey. We'll be flying the banners of Babel and the military commission. The mercenaries won't dare try anything. And then there's our mining module. A long time ago, I purchased a semi-decommissioned mining ship from Grimbilliton and registered it under Rhodes Island name. Oh, so that's the new game mode slash event that is gonna go in CN. Oh. Okay, the ship's mining module can now be legally transferred to the new mining vessel to continue operations in Grimbilliton. At the same time, I placed an order on the market to buy the mining module. To hide your tracks? Making any major change in the short term, it's sure to attract attention, especially from our rivals, who will use the opportunities to use them against us. While calling it a refit and upgrade, maybe something most factions will accept. Anybody with their own plans, the ones watching us more closely, won't be fooled. We need a few more sophisticated explanations. Stopping Siracusa to resupply before returning to the ship, where I visit Vigil and Penas in Nova Bolsini. Hey! Ami is doing tourism. They helped me dig into the current state of affairs in Nova Bolsini. As long as the family are not publicly pressuring Nova Bolsini, City Hall will be able to protect us. What? Wait, what? So, the mining module is gonna be in Syracusa's laws? In a Syracusan law beneath Nova Bolsini? Ah. Well, all of the story is paying. It's all of the things that Rhodes Island has done with many different factions is paying. Uh, I forgot the. Well, sorry, ESL moment. Uh, it's being worse. Ah, that's what I meant. As long as the family are not publicly pressuring North, and the City Hall will be able to protect us. I propose inserting a business department in Noble City by means of investment. Establishing a cooperative relationship with City Hall will counter both overt and covert maneuvers from competing companies. Doctor, what do you think? Perhaps we can establish some backup warehouses or supply stores. And, of course, the medical facilities. We can build a backup warehouse in Noble City as well. The logistics system of Noble City has changed a lot in the past year, and the port's cargo throughput is extremely impressive. With City Hall's cooperation, it will be easier for us to conceal the transportation and storage of important assets. Yep. We're using the mafiosi tricks to play against the whole world. Doctor, let me handle coordination for the rest of the support facilities. There is one last painful task on the list. Everyone looks at the blueprints spread out in front of them as the command center falls silent. Chernobyl? This is the key to everything we are doing. Calcit points to a region in the center of the blueprint. Abyss. What? Abyss. On the blueprint, A new area has been added to what was once a blank space in the central section of the mid-deck. Abyss. Karsit has never told you what this abyss really means, but you still have a vague feeling that this area marked on the blueprint, this area that has never been recorded by PRTS, it's inextricably linked to you. A long time has passed since this was last opened. Even back then, when I had to get close to that place to bring back someone important, I didn't dare to go near the deeper part, the one that's been sealed away all this time. However, now I'm not even sure what kind of changes have happened in there. As I just said, if the PRTS abnormalities have a specific cause, then the Abyss must be involved somehow. How do you think we should deal with this section, Doctor? I haven't the slightest idea. I need to go there and investigate. Dr. Calcit, I can go with. I'll bring the doctor there myself. Amiya, Closure, I need you to make sure the surrounding areas are completely cleared out. Set up the first isolation zone around the abyss itself, and a second within 1 kilometer of the ship. What? Ascalon and the elite operators will stay aboard and standby. I need all other personnel on board to temporarily leave the ship and prepare for countermeasures. Amiya, you and Closure must leave temporarily as well. Be prepared to activate our contingency plans at any time to deal with unexpected situations. How long do we have? A mass migration like this will be hard to get done in a short period of time. 15 days. During this period, you need to complete a full body data scan and comparative analysis, Dr. Eginux. I'll get it done. Dr. Calcit, well, it's actually in the abyss anyway. The beginning of everything, at the end of everything. Oh. Calcit, I want to go to the abyss and see for myself. Calcit seems to know why you want to do this and gives a slight nod. Alright, but please keep in mind, until we are fully prepared, we can conduct preliminary explorations on the periphery. I'll be careful. We can't go any deeper. I can't tell if getting closer to the core area of the abyss will cause some unexpected changes. What's with the OST? It sounds like some melancholic, a little bit of melody, like Sea Wishes, like the Mizuki Skarula Arbor theme. Sea Wishes or Ocean Wishes. I don't remember, but the melody sounds kind of like that, but it's like a loop. And tension, of course. So it feels like a sense of nostalgia, but it's something's wrong. Something is extremely disruptive within that sound of nostalgia. The OST is amazing, always. We can't go any deeper. I can tell if getting closer to the core area of the abyss will cause some unexpected changes. We're still some distance from the actual abyss. I also don't have permission to open the way to the abyss. I'm still trying, but to this point, I have made very little progress. So you're saying this is where I first woke up on Terra? Physically? Yes, but your situation is a bit more complicated than that. Does coming here bring back any specific memories? Is there some sort of a test? Cassie shakes their head. I just want to confirm that you are in good health. After withdrawing from Londinium, our operations in Tremons and Miliarium inevitably forced us to confront the history of this land and your story, and your history. Tremons with long trail and Milarium with the the terraforming gods, the Leviathans. In the origin of a simulated universe, I caught a glimpse of my mission. The savior of this land, the destroyer of this land, calls it. I cannot avoid it, nor do I have any reason to. Doctor, I stopped questioning your resolve long ago, which is the only reason we're here now. Calcit, I have a theory about the true nature of the Abyss. She's here. This is why you choose to leave Amiya and closer out of this conversation. After all, I don't fully understand it yet, either. Yes, but we would have had to prepare for it anyway, sooner or later. Amiya is still young, but every new trial we face helps her mature a little bit as a leader. You can always rely on Crusher's knowledge and skill, and she's taking more responsibility over Rhodes Island as well. They are all worthy of your trust and reliance. They will stand by your side for a long time to come. Calcit, stop raising red death flags. And so will you. But right now, we need to figure it out. What exactly is happening to PRTS? Our experience in the simulated universe left us with many unanswered questions. And ever since Teres and Teresis joined us forces to seize the first Originium, I have felt uneasy about what's to come. Perhaps she had already awakened when Amnanam arrived. But that was 3 years ago. I cannot be completely certain. It is very likely that Teresis used some method I cannot trace to cut off the controller from the Originium. They delayed her arrival. Teresis, the motherfucking god, the maximum chat out of armor, the beast that delayed the arrival of the ghost of Terra. I'm afraid delayed is not the most apt description for it. Nonetheless, I must admit that they did something I never imagined they'd do. And objectively speaking, they bought us more time. However, we will eventually awaken from our beautiful dream. It sounds like we have to open the Abyss. Indeed, after all, PRTS is still operational to this day. Its core server and power sources are buried within the depths of the Abyss. We can dodge them or analyze them. We can never be too cautious when dealing with such an unknown space. I'll share everything I currently know about it and with everyone involved in the operation. Can I help you with anything? No, for the version of you that exists now, even approaching these hazy fragments of the past takes a heavy toll. And right now, I have no way to help you shoulder that burden. Go help Amy and the others. Leave the Abyss to me. If you choose to trust me, that is. Of course I trust you. I just want you to know you're not alone here, Calcit. Thank you for your concern, Equinox. No, Doctor, I understand. She didn't call us Doctor. Visitor, Calcit. Hello, Calcit. We met again. You look like you need my help. I do. Please search for a technical document. Keyword Slumber Bridge. Are you still there? I'm here. Sorry, Calcit. I still can't output the answer you're looking for. You have crossed the line. I know. But we need it, Cereza. The evolution rate of Orivacy is accelerating, and the threat from Originium is increasing. Rhodes Island must find a more effective method to respond to it. I get what you're saying, but I cannot provide what you're asking for, as your request violates the underlying logic of DWDB 22.1e. But I do have a way to circumvent its limits, calls it. Deep dive. No! Is 404 gonna appear out of nowhere? Not this again. I suffered this once in EFL. I don't know. I don't want to suffer it again. Universe? Deep dive? What you're saying is what I have seen. And what I have seen, it's all beyond my imagination. I have just far too many questions and opinions about this kingdom, but language, yours, cannot describe. Mine cannot explain. Commonality, thought, existence. Hack your thought, hack your language. Thought is language. Follow me. Follow me. The massive instrument instantly catches the Cautus' attention. Her vision swims, the instrument distorts the light and her consciousness. To the Cautus, it sometimes appears to spin faster than her eye can follow. Other times, it appears completely still. No, it still appears to be moving. Slowly. Very slowly. She stops looking directly at the device that seems capable of devouring her consciousness, yet she still cannot stop herself from falling over. The ice-cold co-traveler catches her. Thought, resonance, accept it, forsake resistance, hear yourself. Hear that? But that the Cautus instantly hears several different tones at once, like that. She hears several foreign languages she can identify: Rimbiltonian, Ursine, Standard Victorian, and Gaulish, which she only ever heard spoken by the clergy. But what she hears above all else is a strange language she has never heard before. A language made up of tones. That somehow she understands what the strange tones mean. That I can understand you. How? Thoughts can be anchored and words can be deciphered. Language is a tool, a right, and one of the key elements that helps shape our existence. And Zeta is one of the greatest inventions of our time. We have erased the barriers of language. We have bridged the gaps between civilizations. So it's all about language. So that's why the Banshees are that proficient at like managing both witchcraft, sarcasm witchcraft, and arts. What was like that? The leeches, if I remember correctly. That symbol, an anchor for thought, the metascript that deciphers all known languages, and a tool for interpreting unknown languages. That is the language that up until now, you have thought the most about. Here, this is a reverse, like reincarnation. That is how you all communicate. Communicating via voice is inefficient. However, it is very intriguing and a good way to express emotion. Many still stubbornly hold on to this tradition, deepening their emotional bonds with one another. I don't fully understand you. Can you tell me where we are right now? A ship that salvages dead from the grave. We seek answers to the ultimate questions among the ruins illuminated by light. Before the same destructions befall us. Before death befalls us. Huh? The place you have visited, its master calls it Rhodes Island. Master? The countess is confused. She is no longer confused by the strangeness of her surroundings. She is perplexed by a different question. How can a god die? Well, devoured by a bigger god? Strategic simulation? Let's go. No scenario selected. No scenario selected. Okay. Enemies have increases. What if free cargo helper attacks significantly increase or HP? And new enemies appear. Okay. Let's go. I forgot again to change Entelekia's skill. Oh wow, that's a lot. Can I? Ah. Well, now I know the timing for it. Nice. You need to level up Bridget. Bridget? Yeah. Oh. Range? Only 3 for now. For now. Yeah, maximum. Nice. Familiarity. Next attack deals 105 attack and physical damage, and the boomerang projectile repeatedly bounces between enemies. Up to 2 bounces. That's a lot of them. The capybara bots. And that's the last one. Yay!
Doctor, 今日から俺たちは生死を共にした仲だ。一声くれればテラのどこにいても。
Wait, give me a second. Let me. Ekia, Bridget, Operator Training. Yep. It looked like it was Level 1. What is this? Attack plus 35 and projectiles will latch onto enemies they hit, slowing them for 1 second and slashing them by an additional 4 times. 3 bounces. Let's use this one because it's auto. Okay, tutorial TR26. After all, enemies do not always come from the outside. It's typical. PRTS deploys enemies and awakening nodes and activates awakening nodes. Reduces opposing forces death and rest after activation. Okay. What's this, priestess? The threat within. What? A giraffe? Is that maintenance helper lost again? Watch out for the origin on it. Don't let it get close. Go, Jessica. Stop, maintenance helper. Don't go any further. What? I'm getting strange commands from the terminal's combat interface. Same here, what does this strange symbol mean? PRTS process reset, threat detected, identifying target, identification complete, begin combat deployment, prepare to eliminate threat. What? Hey, how did this maintenance helper get here? Instructor Doberman! Something's not right. I'm calling for backup. Be careful! What? With what? We're getting attacked by the drink machines? What's the situation there, Instructor Doberman? We noticed that PRTS has been doing a lot of dangerous things without authorization. Intel indicates that PRTS is bypassing provisions and deploying enemies to market locations directly. But we're gonna stop it by deploying our own operators at those locations in advance, like this! Amiya! High threat target identified. Modifying command. Reassessment complete. What the? Huh? Weakening. When activated by PRTS, lowers defense and rest of surrounding operators by 50% for 20 seconds. PRTS threw something in front of me? Is he charging up? You can consume 10 DP to activate it and lower def and rest of surrounding enemies by 50% in 30 seconds. Amigi. Just in time. Check it complete. PRTS is activating it. It's a weakening node. When activated by PRTS, it weakens all operators around it while it remains active. But we can also activate it first to weaken the enemy. It will also have a longer duration that way. It costs DP to activate, so we'll have to be flexible about our approach. Nope. Eliminate all remaining enemies. Sus. Go, Amiya.
Mission accomplished.
負傷者ゼロだね。さすがはドクターの指揮。頼りになるよ。
Give me a second, I'm gonna pick something to eat. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Origin of conflict. All are but fragments written down in that endless book of cacophonies. Intrusive call. Okay. Enemies and weakening nodes. Operation start. Ekia, Sima, Bridget, Monster. Mhm. Time. You ask me why the first language I shared with you after our thoughts resonated was death. I really don't know either. Aboard this strange colossal vessel called Rhodes Island, the Cautos can barely feel the passage of time. It makes her uneasy. Ever since the day she became infected, time has meant everything to her. Time will bring her death, and perhaps liberation. However, the beings who dwell in this strange place, yet deny they are gods, seem utterly indifferent to it. Maybe it's because I have never been afraid of dying. Death is nothing more than a passage to a new environment. Pessimism, pessimist. That's how they would describe you in your own language, yes. A pessimist? I don't think so. The Goddess blurs it out and regrets it, just a little. She had agreed with many of the clergy's arguments back during those debates. But now that she's here, does she still need to think in those terms? Does she really care about everything she experienced before the collapse? After all, even time has forsaken her now. I once worked in a mine that seemed to be endless. To maintain efficiency, the overseer would kill or drive off any bothersome Originium slugs. Originium slugs? A mine? Yes, those Originium slugs are even weaker than me, and the mines were once my home. But the overseer didn't expect that the kindest worker in the mines was secretly feeding and caring for the Originium slugs they were trying to drive away, which only drew more of them into the mine. Eventually, the slugs disrupted the mine's foundation, leading to a collapse. But you survived. The slugs' secretions fed me. In such a harsh environment, many of them lived short lives, yet new ones kept being born. They gave me strength. Miners, Originium slugs, and yourself. But your story ignores the death of Terra. Hear that? You don't treasure your Terra. That's not true at all. In our language, Terra bless us is a phrase that invokes something almost divine. You still have a very limited definition of life. I don't understand. You have shown me so many individuals, each starkly distinct from the next. You all feel love and hate just as we do, and yet are still vastly different from each other. Salvaging death from the grave. You all live united by a purpose that I can understand. But what have I come here? The Countess ponders this question, but her intuition tells her the answer lies with the person who just extended a hand to her. She looks out the porthole at the top of the cabin into the cold, silent expanse of space. The light from the distant giant sphere that once again passes over the dead planet, piercing the Countess' eyes. However, despite her blurry vision, she spots a small silhouette within the light. There is someone out there? In deep space? Is that the one I'm looking for? Someone out in the depths of space seems to hear the Countess' voice. A shadow within the light. The light steers ever so slightly. You're looking for me? One circle, two circles, the little dots are spinning in the darkness. They are accelerating, coming closer and closer. They rip a hole in the darkness, and a bright, blazing beam of light shines through. I extend my arms and embrace them. Core body temperature is elevated. Nerve blocker has already been administered. Body temperature rising rapidly. Prepare to administer muscle relaxant and replenish blood volume. Repeat the medication again and let's start operation. Oh, the lady Chloe. Dr. Warfarin, did I doze off again? Maybe I'm just really exhausted. To try and speak now, your throat is badly injured. You feel like you want to sleep? Yes, and I had a long dream. You didn't feel any other discomfort? No. Did something happen just now, Dr. Warfarin? Nothing major. Did you dream about anything special? Anything special? That's hard to say. In my dreams, there were balls of mud spinning around each other in the black velvet. They are now big, now small. One moment they were smaller than children's marbles, the next larger than the whole of Victoria. Someone picked them up and flung them back out. They started smashing into each other and bursting like fireworks, but the whole time I didn't hear a sound. Anything else? I also saw threads stretching from one ball of mud to another, each one made of light, and on every thread they were people, nothing outward, racing along the light. I followed them. I ran to a white patch of theirs. It was completely empty, save for a single stone tablet standing there. Stone tablet? What was written on it? Nothing. Dr. Warfarin, and that's when I woke up. What a strange dream, but then again, you remember it quite clearly, which means your brain's memory module is still functioning properly. The more clearly you remember your dream, the closer you were to waking up when you dreamed it. As I see it, the fact that you were able to remember your dream is a very good thing. Say, I haven't seen Dr. Touch today. She has other matters to attend to. She told me to give this to you. Look. Huh? The spring? The years? The hands? All the part that made up a clock? She said it would help relieve your stress. Dr. Warfarin, is Rhodes Island in some kind of trouble again? Is Rhodes Island in some kind of trouble again? Little one, you have gone to the wrong place. Unsurprisingly, Bibi got lost. Hiding in fear. Oh, it seems like Closure failed to examine your program modules. Little one, this item here should definitely not be on your maintenance list. The Goliath lifted it gently and examines it curiously in his hands. Angrily spins and threads. What a huge change. It was empty when Her Highness left. Now there are so many interesting people and things here, right? Ascalon? Tell them not to worry, I'll take care of the mobility layer. Okay. Ascalon, you seem in poorer spirits than you were when you returned from Victoria. What about all the people working under you? They have been dispatched to create a isolation zone outside the ship, and remaining on the ship, and that's sufficient. Rhodes Island does indeed need a blade that moves through the darkness, but that doesn't mean you need to consciously remain silent. Come chat with me when you have time. I have liquor here. Besides, I want you to tell me about Theresis. I witnessed the beginning of that heroic epic, and you witnessed it, and what we saw was very different. Okay, I will convey your thoughts to the Doctor and Amiya when they have time. The Goliath places BP in front of the exit passage. Stop wandering around, the mobility layer is dangerous. Don't underestimate what high concentrations of originium can do to someone like you. I'll keep my eye on the work here, and that will be enough. Runs away in a panic. BP! Then calls it, what could have gotten you these turns? PRTS operation record confidential. Score catastrophe. What? Score catastrophe for in system and medical center core components. Executor confidential. Mechanism. Logos. Radiant. Confidential is nymph sister or what? Contact records erased. Situation abnormal. Enemy weapons technology exceeds mission parameters. Risk of exposure present. Possible enemy signal detection capability. Shutting down drone transmission temporarily. Logos, I'm counting on you for the drone's live feed. I'm ready. Circuits etched into originium through spoken words, drawn by hand to reveal what the sun perceives. Logos bound pen hovers in the air, automatically transcribing the images recorded by the drone. 12 flexible vehicles buried in the sand, 31 armed militants. The 5 snipers' nests have already been marked. There seems to be a signal isolation device in the tent, which the scanner cannot penetrate. All are carrying identifying weapons. Threat level unknown. Further on-site confirmation required. Radiant, you're up next. I'm starting the drone recall procedure. In position! Wait a second, can you see me? The bound pen taps slightly, its strokes weaving together the rows outlined of a human form. Yay! Radiant gives a tentative wave to the two people watching the feed, and even in floating text, her smile comes through clearly. We're standing by, ready to assist you. It's no problem. In 90 seconds, your turn and I will live together. On screen, Radiant walks into the signal-blocking tent as if no one else is there, and the transmission cuts out. Zzz. Logos? We're ready to launch a full assault at any time. The incantation have already drifted into the wind to the edge of their camp. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. 30 seconds. Zzz. Done! All enter has been transcribed. I'll be back in a sec. It didn't create even a single stir. I overwrote the visual signals received by each target's brain. What? Chances are, all they saw was a mischievous little sand beast slipping into the tent to escape the wind and sand. What? Huh? Let me read that again. I overwrote the visual signals received by each target's brain. She can do that? Huh? Wait, wasn't she in at least in CN sonar supporter with the weird features that can change the attack? What? Mechanism, how goes it? Did you discover anything while parsing the intel reports? All weapons have had their origins erased and have been modified to suit their operators, but I'm familiar with how to operate it. Dr. discussed its rather rare design with me just recently. They are from A-Year. Oh? A-Year? But the people who are going to interface with us, aren't they AA also? Regardless, the threat has been cleared. We must not yield to such a threat and allow it to interfere with our equipment transfer, nor can we create any disruption that could alert the personnel involved. The matter is of great importance and needs to be resolved quietly. Insert and transfer and installation of mining modules. Mystery Stormy Sharp. There's no way. They're wearing special protective equipment to ward off for physical attacks. This was arranged in advance. They even knew our personal layout. Orchid, stay back. They're clearly after our mining module. Figures. I knew I'd end up working overtime again. Spot, support Midnight and Catapult. Pop your guard. Have you called for reinforcement? Yeah, I called already. Orchid, be careful. Futile. As for the others, there is no one else. Where is that sound coming from? Oh, peace. You really have prepared well. Unfortunately, you're not quite strong enough to handle hearts. Mantra. No, that's not right. It shouldn't be you. Shh. Even your heart has gone silent. What? That's Mantra. I'll deal with the injured. That's it. Midnight is getting too worked up again. Okay, I'll have to trouble you to deal with him. Leave him to me. The doctor guessed correctly. Someone leaked the details of our operations. Wrap this up quickly. Tow the backup mining ship to the nearest nomadic city and get the energy bay patched up. Then return to the ship at once to avoid any mishaps. Pete, why are you our backup? PRTS told me it would be misery. But what? Yeah. But what? PRTS operation record confidential. Ensure the transfer and installation of mining modules. Executor confidential. Misery storm my sharp. Wait, it's the same with Radiant and Mechanics Locus Radiant. No, those are correct. You follow that hunch? A last minute change in plans right before departure? I'm just worried that I believe in you. Misery storm my sharp and such have other plans. Do we need to inform the rest of our colleagues via PRTS? No, that's not necessary. If anything goes wrong, resolve the issue quickly as possible as we then return to defend the ship. Touch pinned peace mantra. Score logistic and engineering departure. How many waves of mercenaries have attacked us already today? This is the 7th wave now. They might not be too threatening, but it is really strange how many of them have been attacking us every day this past week. We have only just crossed Castle border. These guys do not fear death. They remind me of the mercenaries we met in Sargon. Faithless. Misery, what's taking you so long? We planned for you to be back by now. You should know that this place is still quite some distance from the scrap market. Even if I knew every shortcut around here, it will still take me some time. What has investigations revealed so far? For the past 2 weeks, someone been routing the majority of scrap markets ordered from here through a network of ore sourcers. There's no way to trace the client. They have covered their tracks well. In other words, it was just bad luck that we ran into these mercs. They are not actively coming to attack us? I'm afraid so. It seems that not all of the worries Doctor had before we departed were unfounded. Hey, Fang! Everyone, there's news from the sentries. Another group of mercenaries shifting towards our position. There's a high chance we'll be engaging them again soon. Mystery, something's not right here. These unending waves of mercenaries don't seem to be trying to harm us. Instead, it's like they are trying to delay us. We can stay here and continue escorting the team. You all can return to the ship now. Don't worry, Fang. Some folks are going to find it harder than they thought to put their schemes into motion. The air is fluctuating. Is that wind? No, is that the live bone? What? High above the sky, a massive skeleton has emerged, stirring the dust of history and casting a vast shadow below. For many at Rhodes Island, it is their first time seeing the massive skeleton that once appeared during the chaos in Victoria. What a sight! She's a squirrel? She's cute. Very, very cute. While investigating the scrap market, I took a trip to Castle to meet a few old friends. Let's leave the rest to them. We should go home. So Whistle is in Castle. I already silenced all the communications in visible range. Engaging now. Okay. Their weapons counter my gear, but they offer little resistance against your bone whistle and incantations. Far from it, they just don't quite understand the rules of my speech yet. I'm curious about the thought process of the Aegers followed in developing such precise weaponry. Then I'll grab a few pieces to take back and dismantle. I'll help you study them. Come on, you two, we're carrying out a mission here. There are at least 3 squads waiting in ambush up ahead. We can take them all on. I'm afraid we can't handle the cleaning and quietly anymore. This cleanly and quietly anymore. We'll need to tell our people to brace for the assault. Hey, double cut! Hey! The informants the doctor called for are here. Radiant mechanism mark the locations for us. The bad guy will be there soon. Blaze? Check your communication devices. I synchronized the location with you. Acknowledge. Wait for a moment. Those Montes, didn't we agree at rushing first and draw the fire away from you? I'll control the arts. Go, Kitty! Destroy them! Nom 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 nom. Finished? I checked the signals in the surrounding area. They have all been cleared out. Who can tell me what this thing really is? A little handy. When it tried to self-destruct, I had to use all of my strength just to stop it. The people interfacing with us are also agents. Why are they attacking our people and equipment? Like Dr. Carson and the doctor determined that. Ensure that we return to the ship as soon as our personnel and equipment are safely transferred to Clementia. We need to deal with these issues as soon as possible. There are still other unknown leakers out there. This is just the beginning, I'm afraid. That's strange. Why PRTS is responding even slower now? Or is it just my imaginations? This isn't right, no? Let me check again. PRTS output all backend logs from the past 2 weeks. No problem here and no problems here either. No problems anywhere? You should know what is happening when there is no problems.
できれば地面に
And there should be.
シェルターにして一眠りしたいな。
Can I put... No, I cannot put someone there. Hmm?
これブーメランじゃなくて刃物だから気をつけてね。この刃か
What?
らは逃げられないよ。
Hot drink machine! The superheated drinks deliver some... what? Trauma. Ah! You!
こうやってそれ。
Ah, Bridget!
携帯を変更中。どこまでも追いかけたっていいよ。
What? What's with the damage? So much damage. What the hell was that?
この刃からは逃げられないよ。ビビってんじゃねえ。
Oops. Something has gone past.
ああ、自分の血でむせるなんてやめてよね。わかった？
Well. At least Enrique can handle herself, her own health. It's time.
今日はどんな功績が掘れるかな。
Ha.
真の像からは
No, mi guardia.
当然勝利
Well.
鹿だ。
行くぞ。
Ah, double. Got double teamed. Mm,
君も皮と肉から吸い上げる。
I need a little bit more of blockers.
悪いけど
ちょっと長居しちゃったからもう終わらせよっか。
Yep. Ah, it's over. Okay.
もう死にてえやつはいねえのか。まさにあの世に送ってやる。
It's over, it's over. Aesthetic simulation. Go! Caster and specialists cannot be deployed. Oh wow. Portals on the map are no longer available for deployment. Oh wow. Okay, casters during. Good sniper. Let's pick Umbriel.
あ、みんなやりそうな面構えじ
Caster
ゃん。
and specialist Wolfenite. Let's pick Great Road.
単
She's
独
good.
行動の方が好きなんだけど。
Yep.
ついてきて。はぐれないように気をつけてね。
行くぞ。
Oh. That's unfortunate. Hmm. 22, 23.
誤解なきを言っとくけど、戦場の
一気にかかってこい。
Hmm.
他の人はついてこれる。
ここで止まってもらえないかな。
真の像から湧き上がる。
Nice. Uruse Priestess. I'm eating my chips. Leave me alone, Priestess. Nyam, 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 nyam.
ここテクニックを使えばこれくらい楽勝でしょ。真の像から湧き上がる。
The healing is per hit.
ポートキャリブレーション中よ。
Ah, fuck. It's over, Ekia, it's over.
勝利か。しか
Oh no, she survived. Okay, nice. Pretty good.
ん？家まで送ろうか？
Hmm.
君、ああ、自分の血でむせるなんてやめてよね。わかった？ドヨンとした天気？大丈夫。私のどこまでも追いかけたっていいよ。
Yay. Bridget was sacrificed, but well, I'm not there, so doesn't matter.
冷静になりたいなら心臓をなだめてあげようか。冷静生から死へと遡る。
Ah. Okay, that's incredibly unfortunate. Oh, those are a lot.
仰せのままに。
最適な藤
Go monster.
あんたそれ隠れられてないよ。ここ遅すぎ。
もっと荒れた戦場を乗り越えてきた。
Mission accomplished.
Well, Gator died.
ドクター、今日から俺たちは生死を共にした仲だ。一声くれればテラのどこにいても飛んでくるからな。約束だ。
Wait, I need a little bit of water. Ah. Humanity guards itself against everything. Fire, storm, cold, anything it can predict. But there is no way for humanity to guard against itself. Condition: a mock-up, auto-meal distributor, summon skills, cooldown reduced. What? What does that even mean? Sorry, figurino, but I need something to tank. Philae? Let's use Philae.
己が意志にて正しき道を行き、災いを退け。
Oh, directly into the battle.
大吉だ。たった1、2、3、5回で出たんだ。演技よし、行くぞ。
Hmm.
こういう時のザクロちゃんの艶はたまらないよね。
当然勝利か鹿だ。
And like, yeah, they're tanking.
君も皮と肉から吸い上げる。
Mm.
これがお前の判断か。他の人はついてこれる。
Nice. But that's not what I wanted it. So for now, cafeteria meal distributor that is still in beta testing periodically summons one but
ここ、私からは敵が見えるけど、向こうからは生から死へと遡る。見えた。死者の戦争にある終わりの名を。
okay,
ボ
boom, a big boom.
どよんとした天気？大丈夫。私のナイフは深い霧だって切り裂けるから。
Hmm.
ちょっと長居しちゃったから。
PRTS. Summoning more.
どこまでも追いかけたっていいよ。冷静皮と肉から吸い上げる。
Okay. That went extremely
死者
well.
の戦争にある終わりの名を。
Another one?
こうやってそれ。
当然一気にかかってこい。
遅い。敵の視界には何も映らない。
泣き。
真の像から湧き上がる。
Well, that messed up my.
指先で触れるだけで、その意志は泥人形のように
Okay,
ひしゃげるだろう。ちょっと長居しちゃったから、もう終わらせよっか。
Wait a
我
second.
が炎に指先で触れるだけで、その意志は泥人形のようにひしゃげるだろう。生から死へと遡る。この刃からは逃げられない。
And 30. Yay. Story time. Story time with Calcit and Amiya. Doctor, Manta and the others have already returned to the ship. Your guess was correct. Someone is targeting our mission. This instrument is from Aegir? A little handy. Yes, it is. Dr. Calcit, can we discover anything from its remaining parts? No, the Aegir Academy of Technology put a great deal of care into the delicate piece of equipment. Given their pride, I'll bet they made sure no one could ever crack their little handy. But the appearance of the little hand itself is enough to explain many problems. Doctor, do you remember the Joint Marine Corps? The reason you met with the Aegir Consul was to facilitate cooperation. Both Iberian and Billingtonian authorities have responded to our call. The problem is that once cooperation begins, subsequent developments could spiral beyond what we have anticipated. In recent weeks, the Aegir fleet has not only constructed ports in Iberia, but also established landing sites along the southern coast of Billington. What's going on in Aegir? The Aegir from the deep sea made no immediate move to land. Instead, they quickly carried out a number of operations, including hydrographic surveying under the banner of technical cooperation. They also quickly assembled a land patrol through a mix of hired personnel and official partnerships, relying on more neutral intermediaries to facilitate cooperation with land-based forces. So you're saying the attackers are the land patrol? We're still only speculating, but right now the land patrol is the only one that fits all the evidence we have collected. Dr. Calcit, some consuls don't back Clemencia, yes, but that doesn't prove that Aegir is behind all of this. No, I am more inclined to believe that someone took advantage of the internal conflicts within Aegir. The land patrol near the Iberian border, the mining ship being handed off in Billington, the mercenaries on the Casdarian frontier. The breadth of their deployments and the depth of their knowledge about Rhodes Island classified missions, that's more than enough to prove that Aegir isn't behind this. However, there is no possibility of a rebellion within Rhodes Island. I don't believe that will happen either. Doctor, do you think there's anyone else in Rhodes Island who could do that besides us? Not in Rhodes. That's right, no one else could do that. Dr. Calcit, the threats that Rhodes Island faces now are unpredictable. Dr. Warfarin also warned us several times. The special patients she's caring for, their conditions are deteriorating faster than she can control. Whether to save our patients or to respond to potential crises, we need more aggressive responses. I have reviewed the records Teresa left in the Black Crown. She also made major breakthroughs through her work on Civilized Eterna. I can visit Civilized Eterna to look for potential help, just like Teresa did. We must carefully assess the risks involved, Amiya. Are you sure you're ready? Are there any other more effective means at the moment, Calcit? I cannot give you a definitive answer, Doctor. But I will never stop trying. Any advantage I can gain might help Rhodes Island progress further. I want to try. I'll go with Amiya. Eh? Doctor, I cannot agree to such a risky plan. Can Civilized Eterna link to my thoughts? Doctor, that's dangerous. No one has ever done something like this before. I agree with Dr. Calcit that you shouldn't take the risk. Calcit recalls the experience of her dear friend, which is not something she is happy to recall. Yes, Civilized Eterna can do that. She did it before. Cereza. Doctor, your mind is incredibly complex. You are not the only one at risk here. Amiya could be exposed to completely unforeseen shocks as well. I will not agree to this preposterous proposal. Dr. Calcit. Amiya, this is my opinion. I cannot interfere with yours and the doctor's final decision on this matter, but I hope you understand my stance. We don't have to force it in one. We can give it a few tries. But, Dr. Calcit, It's not the plan she's supposed. It's not the plan. This plan she's supposed to per se. I trust you, Doctor. I leave the decision of when to stop entirely up to you. Let's start after I finish arranging the defenses. I finish arranging the defenses. Muffled roar. Are you worried about me? I'm not mad at all. Once again, we have arrived at a critical turning point. And last time, Babel met the fate I dreaded most. It turns out that I can make sure everything is running on its ideal track, monster. Our own limitations have begun to affect our usefulness in more important endeavors. But we may be able to witness the changes of the stars and the untamed cosmos, but when faced with a real crisis, we are no different from any other creatures on this great land. A satisfied roll. Thank you for comforting me. I can sense your good intentions. Yes, I suppose Amy and the Doctor have already begun preparing to delve deeper into civilized Eterna. Deep dive? I will not interfere with Amiya's decision. She is mature enough to make the most correct judgment. And the Doctor isn't quite the same anymore, is it? Maybe I still have a glimmer of hope in my heart. Maybe this time the outcome will be different. Above? It is true that my own sanity is constantly warning me. Touching the Doctor's mind again with the help of civilized Eterna is not a sound decision, but Amy is right, we don't have much choice. Passionate cry. Monster, I will protect the Doctor and Amiya. Oh my god. Catwife cares about us. At this moment. I got fucking damn it. At this moment, Monster can sense even Calcid slightest emotions. Ever since Calcid latest awakening, Monster has been at her side. Monster is her companion, the symbiote she personally guides, and more importantly, herself. Affectionate murmur. You're wrong. I do not feel hopeless, Monster. I am delighted that the ancients overthrew the rule of the elders, and I am also pleased that Lugal Sargus set the starting point of a new civilization. I have made mistakes out of arrogance, but I have also gained my confidence by making dear friends. Maybe yours and my basic structures will always be alien to this land, but that doesn't mean we will always walk alone. I have found my home in Rhodes Island on this great land. I have fulfilled her expectations, Monster. I have learned to love. I have found myself. Moves confusedly. Wraps tail around Calcid. I need to. Screenshot this. I must protect Amiya and the Doctor. I must protect the true variable here. The future I cannot even glimpse. I have communicated with civilized Eterna before, yet I haven't been able to break through my own limitations. But Amiya can. Of that, Teresa and I are certain. I'm sure she can plug significance from the massive trove of data. With Teresa's blessing, she can do it. She is still Amiya after all. I have seen her grow into a leader with my own eyes. Following in footsteps, she might find some words that one left behind. In the past, when Originium had not yet taken shape, there was an era where luminaries competed to argue with the epoch itself. Their wonderful ideas, born of a desire to celebrate and save lives, still persist. All is not yet lost, Monster. Terra has a chance, no matter how faint, to keep that hope alive. Said Howl. Me? No, Monster. I'm better at memories. Remembering the history I witnessed, I have seen erased by time. I am not special at all. Calcid calmly inscribes the important info into Monster's spine. If the outcome I feared most does come to pass, if the one I least want to see stands in front of us once more. Protect the Doctor. Protect Amiya. I will engrave this directive into your basic behavioral strategy matrix. Come, Monster, we still have work to do. If the threat does come, I must ensure that Rhodes Island is Terra's first outpost against the crisis. I will be your final safeguard. So many dead flags.
Doctor, 今日から俺たちは生死を共にした仲だ。一声くれれば、テラのどこにいても飛んでくるから。
They hurt.
約束だ。
The dead flags hurt. Come on. Strategic simulation. Mock-up auto mill distribution summons skill cooldown reduced. Okay. Allied units have operator deployment limit reduced by 2. Let's use the funny one. Mock-up mill distributor summon skill cooldown of part reduced. Mock-up auto mill distributor confused maintenance help per gain invisibility. What? Okay, let's use this. I'll keep Tequila for now. No, I'll keep Winscott. Tequila. Branch. Oh, it needs the. Okay, do I have yes? Yes, I do have yes. Invisible enemies within range. This doesn't have. No. Let's use Jessica for now.
応答願います。こちらジェシカ、前線に到着。作戦スタンバイ。
Okay, let's go.
出発だ。より多くのムクロの山を築きに行こうか。
夜ご飯までに終わりゃいいけどさ。
Invisible.
誤解なきを言っとくけど、戦場の匂いは別に好きじゃないから。
当然勝利か鹿だ。
冷静。ああ、自分の血でむせるなん
Put
て
yes
やめて
here.
よね。わかった。
Oh, I should have put her slightly
他の人はついてこれ。
one tile down.
ラジャー、報告。ターゲット。オールクリア。
What? Oh, only one block. I forgot. Bad. Stupid. Yeah. Tomimi, what the hell is Tomimi doing here? Who should I use? Who should I pick? Santala?
戦場をどんな姿に変えたいですか。
She's AoE caster. Hmm.
あと6分で到着予定です。
Shima.
夜ご飯までに終わりゃいいけどさ。
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
誤解なきを言っとくけど、戦場の匂いは別に好きじゃないから。
やってやり言ってんじゃね
Hmm.
冷戦、ああ、自分の血でむせるなんてやめてよね。わかった？
Okay, not what I wanted.
我が炎に温度を烈火の中では恐れし魂が踊り狂うだろう。
Okay, that I almost fucked up there. Come on.
罪の報いを受けろ。
Now, nice. Nope. Nope. Here.
皆さんが後ろにいる限り、私は一歩も引きません。
当然言ってんじゃね
じゃあ行ってくる。
命は枯れて消
射撃許可を求めます。
Boom. Wonderful.
当然私だろ。
幾度の試練をくぐり抜け、
罪の報いを。
生から死へと遡る。
Hmm. Who else?
兵隊を変
モンスター
更中。遅い。私からは敵が見えるけど、向こうからは残念だったね。
Hmm. I cannot. I can put. Nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary, right?
真の像から湧き上がる。
Well, amazing.
死者の喧騒にある終わりの名を忘却という。
手は抜きます。口いっぱいに砂を詰め込まれる感覚が言葉にしがたい苦しみです。
Disbound. Hmm.
君も、ああ、自分の血でむせるなんてやめてよね。
命は枯れて消え、斬首のみが徘徊する。
Nice. 24 of 30.
Wait.
最適な滅ぼし、そして癒す。
見えた。烈火の中では恐れし魂が踊り狂うだろう。
Go, monster. Yay.
ここ、私からは敵が見えるけど、皮と肉から吸い上げる。
Somebody is this over.
ドクター、約束してくれないか。次はもっと敵へ近づく許可を買う。より効率の高い手段を試せるから。
How long have I been on stream? Wait. 1 hour and 38. Let's do one more chapter. I have never tried to use the black crown to access your thoughts before, Doctor. I have opened my heart and mind for you. Thank you. She looks to her side, and the beams of bright, warm light gently tug at her hand. She shuts her eyes and slowly lets out a sigh of relief. We're in this together, Amiya. I don't know where this journey of ours will lead us, Doctor, but I protect you. I protect you too, Amiya. Under the watchful eye of the civilized Eterna, she gives your brow a light touch. Your memories and emotions flow towards me. It's strange. They billow so gently as they flow, and their memory's edge is close at hand. What did Teresa see back then? Amiya sees you and calls it and herself, and the many people aboard Rhodes Island. As she walks deeper, the boundary of that one memory comes within reach. Curiosity and concern nearly cause her to forget her mission. She wants to reach out to touch it. Touch upon the start of your memories. Chernobog, the sarcophagus, and you, weakly stretching out your hand. Doctor, take my hand. The early art of Arknights. It looks like there's other memories too. Why are they so blurred? What? Huh? Who was? Amiya! You grab a hold of Amiya. Were you lost? I don't know. This is the first time I have ever dived so deep into someone else's mind. It's a very odd feeling. Good thing you pull it off. Thankfully, yes. Now I can sense even the faintest of your thoughts. I can sense yours too. You see that relaxed right now? I got nothing to worry about with you around. So, what should we do next? Hold my hand tight, Doctor. I'll protect you on the road ahead. Teresa taught me everything about the role of king that day. She awaits us at the start of that path. She? Calcid, Wizardel. Who? I get what you're saying, but I cannot provide what you're asking for, as your request violates the underlying logic of the WDB 22.1e. But I don't have a way to circumvent these limits, Calcid. Deep dive. Unfortunately, not even Teresa was able to penetrate this deeply. The risk was far beyond what she could bear. You're not here for answers. Then why are you so insistent I access this data that is useless to you? Teresa, civilite. I have no way of knowing if there will come a day that Amiya asks you the same question. But I hope that, in the darkness, she will find the way I lead for her. That was Calcid's answer to me, Amiya. Could I ask you to look through all of Dr. Calcid's access records for us? I would be happy to. Her every doubt, her every insistence, each and every time she left in disappointment. I will show it all to you unreserved. You have dove into the Sabel's Cerna before, Amiya, but this time what you seek lies far beyond your limits. It is a place where life and terra cannot tread for the time being, but perhaps you will find the chance to touch upon this knowledge that is not yours. Because you have someone who walks alongside you, Dr. Equinox. Of me? You will quickly understand what I meant, Dr. Equinox. What I mean, Dr. Equinox. Follow me, Amiya. Follow me too. What? Civilization singularity. A great hallway of pure white circles around a central point that defies comprehension. The singularity. An unending stream of complex information flows from it, but the strands you manage to snatch hold are still within your understanding. Amiya cannot see the way you entered, but after an interminably long time walking down the corridor, she finds herself back where she started. You noticed, Amiya, the stagnation of civilization does not mean it stands still. It continues onwards on time's linear flow, unable to turn back. But all that life discovers and creates is doomed to fall into an inextricable cycle. Mathematics, physics, philosophy, theology, those theories and practicalities, among others, cannot inspire hope as they once did. The ascending spiral has failed. Life squanders its future as it stumbles blindly in the dark. So this is as far as we can go? Only as defined by the current knowledge. It serves as a limit, yes, but it is also a safeguard. A safeguard? Some kind of cognitive barrier. Cognitive? Like how we can't make sand beasts calculate wave dynamics, even if we gave them all the data and formula. All forcing it will do is hurt their brains. As keen an intuition as ever, Doctor, but not entirely correct. This WDV 221E enlightens life at a steady pace to bring it forward. It does not simply reveal fragments of the future to Seeker to create evolutionary leaps that violate the laws of nature and ethics. Knowledge cannot be unlearned, Amiya. The dreamers who glimpse the true sky are no longer happy to slumber in ignorance on the ground. Information beyond civilization, cognitive limits, will simply blind them to reality. A deadly poison luring them into annihilation's embrace, throwing their civilization into the abyss. And so this boundary was born. But why does it look so much like a prison made from some giant data server? It appears in a form your mind can comprehend, like how DWDV appears as a black crown in the material world while accompanying you. This is Civilite. The Black Crown, the minuscule land, it's an auroboric river, forever unable to flow to the sea, but to a celestial body whose lifespan is stretched to the trillions. It is a gravitational field that will stay with them their entire life, unfathomable, inescapable. You go towards the section, but one step away from the point. The distant singularity at the core calls to you. Information washes past you like gentle waves, showing you glimpses of many fascinating sights. They are fleeting shadows of your past, a life you have lost and forgotten. Stray visions of an unfamiliar era. Be careful, Doctor. Amiya tugs on your hand. We don't know what will happen if you fall off this boundary. Are these what you saw? But I see, you see. The Virginium slug egg went through the breach between the stars. So all those stories really did happen. Went through the breach between the stars? When I was really young, I met someone who was incredibly caring. That care was matched with a great weakness, but also a stubborn insistence in carrying me across a road laden with Originium shards. When I was dizzy with fever, yet too scared of nightmares to sleep, a patient voice regaled me with stories I had never heard before. In a dark, a cramped cave, difficult to find ore samples were smashed without the slightest hesitation, and the shining stones were scattered across the walls and used to tell me tales of the stars and the heavenly paradise above the clouds. Would you like to hear one of those stories, Doctor? I would be happy to. There was once someone who drove a mysterious vehicle shaped like an Originium slug egg on their lonesome, who went through the breach between the stars. On the most quiet of nights, guides would borrow glowing clouds from all stars and make round mirrors out of them to light the way. On the other side of the breach, spires faded in and out of the clouds, and the stars were crowns of flowers. When ascending on the ground, you'll see that it's really big playground, one where lovely little children gathered to play. But it was hard for the vehicle's driver to stop. The driver changed over to the most miraculous vehicle on hand and drove it for many years. But the years came to an end and nobody was left. Nobody but the driver. Is the person in your story me? I may grip your hand tightly. Yes. Thanks to my infection, it's hard for me to remember much from that time. And there's a lot from those stories I don't understand. But I will do everything I can to remember every single one of your stories. Because they are my stories. Tales you told me. I don't want to forget them. I never thought today will be the day I finally get to share your gift to me with you, Doctor. This time we have witnessed it together, you and I. We got to know this past life of yours once more. Thank you, Amiya. Do you long for this kind of life, Doctor? I don't. You don't? Strange. It was such a beautiful life. Or without the pain of privacy, without conflict of war, where children could live their lives in joy. There's always two sides to life, Amiya. Maybe you're right. The cruelty behind the happiness, the joy behind the suffering. We have experienced it all ourselves. I admit it, I shared these wondrous stories with Teresa, and she was just as amazed as I was. She always hoped that everyone in Castle, no, in all the lands, would have the chance to experience such a life. She did her best to see it come true. We can't let things slide back, Doctor. There may come a day that Rhodes Island will be able to see this beauty flourish across the land. So, what's next? Deep dive. The intact data stored within DWDB is decoded by the singularity and exported in a moderation and suitable formation as information. However, Amy on her own will not be able to break through the limits of the baseline logic. Am I a special case then? I am not certain, but the possibility is there. But how are we supposed to get close to the information once it's exported? Forgive me, Amiya, but I have no further information on this topic. I will search through the clues Calcid left behind and sort anything that might be of use to you so that it is easier to find. Perhaps we could build a bridge between the stars. Hasn't Calcid already pointed the ways for us? Has anyone done something like that before? There is no precedent in the records. It's worth a try, is there way? Then you must be aware of the risk. The closer you get to the singularity, the denser the information will become. You may possibly experience it gaining mass. Information with mass? It is possible here, yes. Originium is already information with mass, right? It is also possible that information not yet fully decoded will float onto your mind and destroy it. And destroyed mind means death. Don't mind me, traveler. I'm simply watching yet another bout of destruction is all. Herda, that's your name, right? Did you just say my name? I don't know whatever language you're speaking in at all. Also, how did you know? As the Gautos passes by the porthole, she sees the figure out in the darkness of his space slowly approach the ship, then disappear from her sight. Who is that, Ray Distorter? Is something wrong? There's not many of us who like her. Sorry, traveler. I simply can't handle being in the same room as her. If my friends saw this, they'd give me the cold shoulder because of it too. What? With a bewildered Kauto snaps out of it. She finds herself the only person in the cabin. Upon foreseeing the arrival of an unwelcome soul, everyone else had made themselves scarce. What? Fuck. Then the Kautos sees her. Mysterious self. No need to look so amazed. I learned how to communicate using long-distance resonance a while ago. At the very least, before destroying the dot race, I kept unique language patterns they had evolved. What? What race? Destroying? Do you detest destruction as well, or newly come guest? I am not too sure what happened, to be honest. It's nothing too complicated. My people once ate stars to live. Others may hate us for it, but it's simply our survival instinct at work. The design of this character is still extremely frightening. I mean, long arms, only 3 fingers, things like appear like hair, 2 legs and a tail as thick as 1 leg, and the blue everything around. What are these things? Ears? Antenna? And it's hiding behind the suit. But now that past only exists in horror stories passed around the metaphorical campfire. My people are on the brink of extinction. I fear I may be the last of my kind, in fact. We destroy to live, but when true destruction finally bears down upon us, we are powerless in the face of it. From that point onwards, I have become nothing more than a beggar. With the aid of some geniuses, I have changed the method I use to obtain the energy I need to live. It sounds like you have been trying to blend in with other life forms too. So when you were out in space looking at a dead planet, were you reminiscing about the destruction you experienced? Reminiscing? Nothing of the sort. Everyone here accepted the nation, chasing us with serenity and hope in their hearts. Huh? What is going on? What? They're already on site?
じゃあ行ってくる。
7, 8, 9, 10. Go.
腰抜け野郎が
Siva.
ここ。私からは敵が見えるけど、向こうからは
Clean.
残念だったね。携帯を変更中。
やってやし言ってんじゃね
誤解なきを言っとくけど、戦場の匂いは別に好きじゃないから。
So intelligent upper. Oh, there's an Originium thing here. Oh.
君も皮と肉から吸い上げる。
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
皆
Yes,
さんが
go.
後ろにいる限り、私は一歩も引きません。位置につきました。 報告。
Nice.
勝利か鹿だ。
その誘いに乗ってやる。
Ha! Too late.
冷静、生から死へと遡る。
見えた。命は枯れて消え、残死のみが徘徊する。
Boom. Hmm.
当然私だろ
There's still a little bit left.
当然私だろやって力と栄光を
君も真の像から湧き上がる。
死者の戦争にある終わりのない暴極という
敵の視界には何も映らない。心配無用よ。
ええ、そうしましょう。
What? Hmm.
私が必要ですか。指示はあり、サーミが最後を見とって。
合図が出たら切るぜ。
Ah, damn it.
我が炎に恩指先で触
What?
れるだけで
What?
その意志は泥
Oh,
模様のよう
okay.
にひしゃげる。
Yeah, unimportant.
ああ、
Absolutely
自分
unimportant.
の血でむせるなんてやめてよね。わかった。どうよ。
Alright, salud.
テクニックを使えばこれくらい楽勝でしょ。ちょっと
Can I?
長居しちゃったからもう終わらせよっか。
Yep,
決められし謎を紐解かん。
that worked well enough.
死者の戦争にある終わりのない暴極という
ちょっと長居しちゃったから
Sorry,
もう
Umbriel.
終わらせよっか。
Tank it. Nice.
最適な変える少しチクッとするかもしれない。こうやってそれ
指先で触れるだけでその意志は泥。
家まで送ろうか。
Wow. Nice.
Mission accomplished.
Wow. More story. Oh. The Gautos has never thought that oncoming doom, especially one pressing down on their neck, could be something to be accepted calmly. I could never be so indifferent if I had to live through everyone and everything I love being destroyed. I don't understand how you. It's not indifference, but instead a belief in the absolute equality of the universe. It's a shame you arrived just a little bit late. This ship had just encountered a star-going supernova several thousand light years away and made a smooth withdrawal. If you see that sight with your own eyes, perhaps you will understand my meaning. The instruments in the hull began to spin rapidly until they are moving too fast for the Gautos to see with the naked eye. Thus she sees a multitude of lights and shadows appear and float through the air. I see a giant sphere emitting a deep dark red light and a small indigo dot speeding across its surface. But it seems like it's the biggest sphere rotating around the blue dot. The one you call the blue dot is the pulsar that just went supernova I mentioned. The red star, which is gradually being torn apart, is its partner, now doomed to die as well. They once harbored many interesting primitive life forms. I have many fond memories of wandering through the planets of that star system. It's a pity they were snuffed out before they could see the world beyond the sky. What? Why are you showing this to me? I'm simply sharing this knowledge we have with you, traveler. One-sided paranoia and ignorance are often barriers to effective information transfer. I have no knowledge of your story either. The Gautos has been barely had time to comprehend these words before suddenly her newly acquired knowledge began to assault her mind. The land. May I see life be born twice? These stars falling from the sky can harbor life of their own? Renation's end is not despair. We are not special when it comes to the land? A celestial body that can sustain life, loves all that life upon it equally, no matter where they hail from. This is a law of nature. Don't be too greedy in lapping up to knowledge you can fully understand yet. I saw you among all that information. You once had many of your people by your side, but suddenly... The presence, that's what a lot of people call you, right? I am just a wandering presence, true. Like I said, when true destruction bore down on me and my fellows, I was powerless. What exactly is the destruction you keep talking about? I have seen plenty of things here I can only describe as divine acts. What could possibly threaten people like you? I am afraid that nobody of the ship can answer your question, traveler. In your eyes, we possess knowledge that many life forms in this universe would consider divine acts. But in this boundless cosmos, even we have limits to what we can explore and investigate. Are you disappointed? So there's definitely no eternal kingdom, a paradise where everyone can experience endless joy and happiness. Would you like such a place to exist? Theodos hesitates for a moment before nodding. Nothing lives forever. Looking back to the history I know, I have come across legendary civilizations that have conquered countless star systems, spreading across the cosmos for millions of years. But as far as the universe cares... I hit the microphone. What I left behind was, in the end, utterly insignificant. We once blindly chased after non-existent principles and ideals. In the midst of the golden age beyond recollection, we believe our existence to have a sure purpose. But in the end, any life form born with intelligence insists on declaring itself the center of its world. But whether or not is it right, in the universe's eyes, from start to finish, we are nothing. This is the first thing you must learn before you can understand it. Remember that brilliant supernova you just saw? From that tomb? Life will be born anew. And there will come a day when those beings will understand what we have carved on our grave. That we once had life of our own, that we existed. I don't understand anything that you're saying. How were we born on this land? Was there an even more glorious civilization here before us? Are we going to be wiped out in the foreseeable future? What I really want to know is, all this pain and suffering that Originium brings with it, can it be eliminated? I beg you, show me the way to the answers I seek. I can't answer any of your questions. Your first three have been asked in a myriad of languages and a myriad of ways across the universe. Only you can answer them yourself. As for your final question, I'm terribly sorry, but I never heard of this Originium, and I can't find anything related to it in our databases. However, I do know someone rather interesting, who also happens to be the master of the ship. Perhaps she will be able to solve your riddle. The master of the ship? She's a linguist of wide renown. Her name is... Priestess. Oh! No time to be lost in your thoughts, Doctor. Grab onto me. You see that, Amiya? I can't break my focus right now. Weaving together in a way to the singularity is incredibly difficult. Even if Teresa were here to help. Did you see something, Doctor? You see a familiar figure. What? Go, Doctor. Go solve your conundrums. Keep focusing, Amiya. I will. I'm doing everything I can right now to stabilize the connection points, Doctor. Teresa has marked all the records Dr. Cassie searched through earlier. I'm trying to link them all together. But I still need an anchor point, one that can guide me back. I will keep watch here and serve as your anchor. Press onwards, Amiya. Pink, silken threads begin to gather. The meandering threads interweave and spiral, gradually spreading out from the boundary into the distance. Beyond its walls, the path to the singularity slowly takes shape. It's working! Original arts don't seem to work here. Original arts don't seem to work here, but applying the logic behind casting them to the information here does. Can you build the bridge using completely unknown information? No, this place is full of information I can analyze. Not even with the help of civilized Eterna. I wouldn't have been able to make this forward alone. But thankfully, Dr. Calce's access left records, and with Teresa's help, I can grasp into her research data. That's more than enough for me. That's more than enough for me. The pink threads continue to slowly spiral, linking together the many pieces of complex data that Calce left her mark on. String by interwoven string, the path forward gradually deforms. I can tell you how you're feeling, Calce. By analyzing the emotional matrix I constructed of you, without your permission, I see your tenseness. It's not only because of my sharing an appearance with Teresa. You have something even heavier on your mind. I will try to adjust. I don't want my personal emotions changes to interfere with the objectivity of those who come after me when they query these records. Yet they are still changing, Dr. Calce. Are you afraid? It's not the most efficient way to build a bridge, but it should hold. I'm going to try to get closer into the singularity. I'll go with you. Yes, I'm afraid. Yes, I have been so afraid. Afraid Amiya and the doctor won't be able to find the information I'll leave behind, and I'm afraid that if the situation worsens to the point that they are forced to take such extreme measures, the trail I clear for them will no longer be of use. Or that I might mistakenly lead these seekers of knowledge towards a threat I dare not speak of. No, Doctor, I won't let you. Not before I check its condition myself. Amiya, sorry. I know I'm being stubborn about it, but this is my decision. Whoa! The bridge, formed from countless strands of entwined information, stretches out into the distance to touch upon the singularity. Without the slightest hesitation, Amiya steps onto it, her first step outside the walls of the boundary. A surge. Huh? This feeling is like the information has formed some sort of great wave. But why? This is only the beginning, I'm afraid. It really is like Teresa said. The information here is a mass. Here has mass. We'll most likely find greater resistance the deeper we go. Come back for now, Amiya. I can't maintain the stability of a bridge this week. Going this deep has taken a greater toll than I expected. I need to keep going forward, as long as I follow Dr. Calce's beacons. The silver mountains the Ticas had entered fled by her. The black shadow cast by the pheromone plunging into the icefield vanished momentarily. She sees more scenes fly past her, as if she were fighting the current of the river of time. More and more incomprehensible, indescribable sights assail her mind. She does her best to block out the unending chaotic stream of information. Concentrate, Amiya, concentrate. Just keep focusing on Dr. Calce's beacons. Press onwards. I just need to touch the singularity. And we are back on. Oh no! Silence. Amiya cannot even hear her own breathing. Eh? What? What is this place? That giant sphere. It's disintegrating? Looking at the shattered sphere makes her feel dizzy, but it is the bizarrely shaped ship floating in the air that causes an even greater bout of lightheadedness. What is going on? What am I seeing? As she is trapped in her spell of dizziness, a rotating boulder slowly but inexorably hurtles toward her. Its black shadow quickly fills Amiya's vision. She subconsciously tries to defend herself, but it is immediately followed by the feeling of freefall. But did she fail? Was it a search of information? Amiya! Doctor? I'm here. Amiya sets a hand supporting her. Keeping her thoughts steady by bracing her. I got you. What's going on? It's Requiem. Sorry, I couldn't sit back and do as I was told. Doctor, thank goodness. That moment just now. You do your best to support her shaking body as the information wave surging from the singularity continues its assault. The information, so dense it has nearly taken to shape, washes over your thoughts, leaving behind jumble after images in the void. It is the past long gone, the present being recorded in mass, and what seems to be the future, forcing your next steps. It's a shame that right now you do not have the energy to spare to pay it any heed. The two of you have already made the long trek from the boundary to the point without even noticing. And now the singularity. The singularity is right in front of you. Did you see that terrifying scene earlier, Doctor? I did. I'm certain it is not something that took place on Terra. But at least it means we're getting closer to the singularity. Can you still keep going, Amiya? Yes! Yes, I can! You're well aware of the situation you are right now. Despite knowing it will have minimal effect, you still subconsciously stretch out your arm to try and shield Amiya. The attacks here are focused on our thoughts. I can handle it. I got a lead of what we're in for. I have run the calcs on Kelsey's success records. You can read the key points from my mind. Found them! Using Slumber Breach as a filter, Dr. Kelsey conducted a total of 79 346 searches. All the searches are related to Originium. According to your speculation, this data is not strongly related to its actual essential of nature. If the results are restricted and give us nothing, doesn't the trail run cold here? No. Kelsey retrieved the same entry over and over again. This in itself is some information for us. A repeated retrieval? Wait, can't the infinitely looping code made from the repeat query count be referred to? You already know the answer, Doctor. Yes, it's a familiar name. Perhaps it's a warning. I've never heard of this name. Neither you nor Dr. Kelsey have ever said it before. Priestess? Doctor, are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm afraid so. What? Priestess, you have never seen this scene before, much less seen. You're here, Equinox. Me? It took some time to refine your design for PRTS. I thought you had gone to take a rest. No, I've been thinking about your words this whole time. There is no language that can describe God, as the existence of God itself cannot be understood. You know that was just mindless chatter. Suppose I take it as an axiom. With it as my starting point, would creating a language that can describe God means we have the means to understand it? Does the prospect not excite you? Perhaps in the pursuit of the answer to this question, we have been going down the wrong path, trying to understand the nature of the universe with its own laws. You want to use a language wholly created by us to interpret the universe. A far too audacious idea, Priestess. Is it? Without any further hesitation, she traces out a perfect rhombus in the air. Let's begin, shall we? What are the excusing, Doctor? You have seen this woman before in the assimilated universe. She once accompanied you. But I have faith, Equinox, that when you are truly confused by everything, you will remember the answer you seek. We're here all along. I will be here. I'm afraid they are discussing Originium. Ah!
まるで神の見業ですね。
Okay, let's do the strategic simulation and over. Vanguard, Defender, Guard, and Socialist Operator. Specialist Operator deployment time significantly increased. New enemies appear. Ooh. Gimme. Gimme some sun at the midnight. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Wait.
他の人はついてこれる。壊滅させればいいんでしょう。
Hmm.
ここ遅すぎる。
Hmm. Now,
これがお前
Evelana.
やって力と栄光。
So 8, 9, 10, 16, 17.
モンスター座標についた。
指先で触れるだけで
Boom.
その意志は
ナイス
人形のようにひしゃげるだろう。
Whoop. 18, 20, 21, 22, 23.
私が最前線に立ちます。
Ah! Priestess! Damn you!
暴挙という
ラジャー、もうそれ以上近づかないで。
Can I? Of course I
こ
can,
ういう
but...
時のザクロちゃんの艶はたまらないよね。
Ah!
君もそんな風にグズグズするんだ。
Out.
レース川と肉から吸い上げる。
指先で触れるだけでその意志は泥人形のようにひしゃげるだろう。
ここ
It's over. Whew.
どよんとした天気？大丈夫。私のナイフは
合図が出たら切るぜ。
こうやって。
Mm.
もっと荒れた戦場を乗り越えてきた。
No.
君も生から死へと
Fuck.
遡る。ちょっと
Boom.
長居しちゃったから。もう
That's what you get.
どこに向かい許してする。泣き言は
命はから敵へ斬首のみは徘徊する。
位置にこの刃からは逃げられないよ。オートキャリブレーション中よ。この刃からは逃げられないよ。ん？この一歩外は危ないからね。この刃からは逃げられないよ。じゃあ行ってくる。
Están pegándole duro a Jessica. Ah.
通信に接続した。
Wait.
ドクター、指示を。
当然力と栄
Ah.
ビクトリーの試練
What's with the fucking move speed? What the hell? Okay, again. Now strategic simulation. And wind scoot. Ni. What will you do, my friend? I like using harmony, but I don't know if I like her enough to level her up to Elite 2. Elite 2.
あれは
ロードス。
皆さんが後ろにいる限り、私は一歩も引きません。
やってやる勝利か鹿だ。
他の人はついてこれる。モンスター座標についた。ラジャー報告。ターゲットオールクリア。ここ私からは敵が見えるけど、向こうからは残念だったね。
One more hit. Come on, Jess. Nice. No, didn't reach. Hmm.
やってやる。ビビってんじゃね
もっと荒れた戦場を乗り越えてきた。
Break, break, break. Nice. 21.
その誘いに乗ってやろう。
Nice. Ah, you fucking bastard. 23.
誤解なきを言っとくけど、戦場の匂いは別に好きじゃないから。
命は枯れて消え、残死のみが徘徊する。
Ah, you bastard.
冷静皮と肉から吸い上げる。
やってやる。ビビってんじゃね
決められし謎を紐解か
Eh.
最
Missed.
適な布陣を計算し終わった。準備
The
完了。
fuck is going on there?
指先で
滅ぼし、そしてここ敵の視界には何も映らない。心配無用よ。
Go, 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 go.
冷静、真の像から湧き上がる。
我が炎に
了解。
指先で触れるだけで、その意志は泥人形のようにひしゃげるだろう。
No, 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 no. No.
やってやる勝利か鹿だ。
射撃補助モジュール展開と。
Nice, nice.
我が炎にオン鉄火
Bastard.
恐れし魂が踊り狂うだろ
もっと荒れた戦場を乗り越えてきた。
No.
ここ敵の視界には何も映らない。
Nice.
心配無用よ。外は危ないからね。
Flight.
通信に接続した帰る。少しチクッとするかもしれない。
俺がここにいる限り、この先には行けない。
Hit and heal. Nice. Nice.
剣を縛り付けられるのはその主の臆病さだけだ。
やってやる。ビビってんじゃね
No. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. Wait. So I need one more healer. So I should. Whispering is always my best
支援の仕事
when I want to do these things. These things.
しっかりついてきてください。あまり離れないで。
9, 10, 11, 12.
他の人はついてこれ
Pop,
る。
pop, 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 pop.
遅い。遅すぎる。
一気にかかってこい。
Nice.
その誘いに乗ってやろう。
負傷者はこちらに。
見えた。指先で触れるだけでその意志は泥人形のようにひしゃげるだろう。
Wait, 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 wait.
私が最前線に立ちます。
Nope. I fucked up. Ah. Another one. Hmm.
出る。
じゃあ行ってくる。
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice.
ここ遅すぎる。
16, 16.
負傷者はこちらに。
See you now.
言ってんじゃね
はい。モンスター座標についた。
10. 19. 23.
皆さんが後ろにいる限り、私は一歩も引きません。
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
ラジャー、位置につきました。もうそれ以上近づか
There's nothing in front of you, you dumbass. Nice.
え。やってやるってんだ。やってやるってんだ。言ってんじゃね
その誘いに
シーンはよく知っています。通信に先フォロー
What is your
そしてイエス。
AoE? Range? Nope. No me guardia.
我が炎に温度命は枯れて消え残死のみに
遅すぎる。形態を変更中。
Ah!
我が炎に温度はない見えた烈火の中では恐れし魂が踊り狂うだろう
誤解なきを言っとくけど戦場の匂いは別に好きじゃないから
Come on.
力と栄光。
And if I put this little thing here. Yeah, baby.
見えた命は枯れて消え残死のみが徘徊する
ラジャー
Hell
ター
yeah.
ゲットロックオン
Nice. Nice and easy. What did you wanted to do, priestess? Ah, damn it.
冷静、生から死へと遡る。モンスター座標についた。
命は枯れてくる。残死のみが徘徊する。
Oh, she went back.
力と栄光は
Monster went back, nice. Priestess is extremely annoying.
最適な私の爪が調子をしてくれるよ。
Gao. Explode. Nice.
Mission accomplished.
Ah, well, that's for today. Long stream? 2 hours and 40 something. So, keep. I'm going to play maybe tomorrow. I will try to advance the most that I can before the Limbus Arknights collab. So that's it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, share if you like me. Share the stream with your friends. Well, I don't mind. And that's it for today. Thank you and goodbye.